A new poll out today shows Meg Whitman is ahead in the race for governor in both the primary and general elections. It's a stunning turn of events for someone who was unknown in politics just a year ago. KUSI's Steve Bosh talked to Whitman via satellite this morning. He joins us now from the newsroom. Steve?
Well, Ellen, it helps when you can spend $40 million of your own money for political ads to tell voters who you are as a person and what you'll do as governor. But it's paying off, and big time. She's the only political outsider in the race. And with 52% of Californians wanting to clean house in Sacramento, it's a good place to be. Her campaign has identified and responded to that voter angst, and the poll bears that out. She's virtually buried Steve Poizner with less than 3 months to primary day. In January, her lead over Poizner was 28 points. Today, it's 49 points. And to most everybody's surprise, she's surged ahead of Jerry Brown after being behind by double digits in January. Today, she leads Brown by 3 points.
It means that our message is resonating with Californians around creating and keeping jobs in California, cutting government spending, and fixing our K-12 education system.
She is running 2 campaigns at the same time, one against Poizner in the primary, one against Jerry Brown in November. A respected campaign consultant told me that's never been done before, and it speaks to her organizational skills and her ability to control and stay on message.
Those are skills that I bring from the private sector. So I think those skills are highly transferable. It's about leadership, it's about focus, and it's about doing the things that need to get done in government.
She says her skills are unique among the candidates and well suited for this time of crisis. I asked Whitman why voters should pick a political novice to run a huge state when she wouldn't have picked a novice to run a huge company like eBay.
I know how to balance budgets, I know how to create jobs, I deliver results. And I think having worked in business when the business climate is so challenging in California is a huge advantage.
And what would she do about the budget deficit?
One is reducing the size of state government. We have to get the number of employees down to levels that we had just 5 years ago. We have 40,000 more people who work for the state today than 5 years ago. That has to change.
She would also reform the burdensome pension system, increase the retirement age, reform welfare, and make government more efficient with new technologies. She's identified $15 billion in budget cuts. Now, Whitman's campaign message remains the same today as it was when she started more than a year ago. She continues to focus on creating jobs, cutting spending, and fixing education. Helen?
Steve, California has a huge chunk of Democrats, 45% of those registered voters. Now, if she's leading Jerry Brown, she must be attracting some of them as well, right?
She's doing that, and perhaps that can be attributed to voter disgust with Sacramento right now. She's 5 points ahead of Brown in Los Angeles County. That's a Democrat stronghold. She has pluralities of both men and women over Brown. She has huge leads over Brown among the Tea Party movement, which is about a third of the electorate. And you know what? Her campaign is still gathering steam.
Well, that's just amazing. Well, you mentioned, too, that she spent about $40 million of her own money. How much is she willing to ante up before this thing's over with?
It's amazing. I read one account saying she's willing to spend up to $150 million. And there's no question this is going to be the most expensive primary campaign in California history. Anywhere, I guess. The Democrats, with their union money, will spend well over $40 million. So we're looking at both sides spending a total beyond $100 million, and that's just for a primary. Well,